Hey guys, welcome back. I wanted to stay positive on YouTube. I still believe in YouTube. YouTube is an awesome platform. Hopefully, this is the last video that is gonna be slightly almost on negative note, but I'm also gonna give you tips how to survive. Survive the changes that are coming basically to YouTube. And what I'm talking about is YouTube was actually fined $170 million pretty much by government, Federal Communications Commission, if I'm being correct, for violating of kids' privacy. So they announced a bunch of changes. I will show you this on the screen in the corner in a second. But basically, kids' channels in particular are gonna have severe impact. This is not a joke. This can actually damage a lot of channels. It can actually demonetize a lot of channels. There is just gonna be so much stuff going on. I definitely want to talk about this. And also, in the end of this short stream, I'm going to provide some tips that I think that can actually help you to survive this mess. 1 second. Let me just check if my stream is on, the chat and all 9 yards. Just a second, you guys. Because, that's... Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, so nobody is here right now at this very moment, but I just want to make sure that basically, 1 second. This is a very important topic, so even though nobody is here, I'm still gonna stream like if somebody would be here. Hold on. Okay, I think we're good. All right, 1 second. Let me just click this frame. Something is not working correctly. 1 second, you guys. Okay, here you go. So, okay, at this very moment, there is nobody here, which is fine. But yes, so YouTube is basically being fine and is making changes. This involves children, basically privacy. YouTube was found violating of kids' privacy, generally on YouTube, obviously we're speaking, and then that's gonna have impact on YouTube. Obviously, YouTube has to make changes. Obviously, when you're a parent, and kids' privacy is the most important. I wanna say this in front of this video, but these changes are gonna have drastic impact. There is a couple of points that I'm gonna show you on the screen right now. 1 second, let me put this image. Here you go. I know it's very small letters, but try to stick with me. So a couple of days ago, YouTube basically said this tweet on YouTube's tweet. Today we are sharing several changes designed to better protect data on children's content on YouTube, starting in about 4 months. Number one, they're giving us about 4 months to basically kind of, how to say it, get used to the new changes, maybe change something on your channels and stuff like that. So it's not gonna happen like in a day or 2 or 3 or even week or 2. We have 4 months, which in the way is good news. But here is the changes. Number one, we will treat data from anyone watching children's content on youtube.com, obviously on YouTube up to, as coming from a child, regardless of the age of the user. This means we will collect data needed to support the operation of the service. We will only collect data needed to support the operation of the service. Okay, so if let's say you have an app or your parents basically sign up to YouTube to watch YouTube and somebody would watch the content, and let's say somebody is a child and is watching some other content made for kids directly. So now basically they treat this data until now as the adult, the person who is registered with that application, is watching the content. It could be adult, teenager, elderly person, right? The person that is registered to watch the content. Now, if the content is gonna be for children, even though technically the person is watching, because obviously YouTube doesn't know who is watching it, but if the content is gonna be for kids, therefore, even if adult person is gonna watch it with, let's say, mom and son is gonna watch it, or dad and son, or vice versa, or daughter, basically they're gonna treat it as the kid is watching the content. So that's number one. And then now this is where it goes south from here. Personal ads will stop running on content made for kids. Okay, and this is a big one. This is obviously if the channels are being monetized, if you make any money whatsoever from YouTube. Obviously, if you make more money, that's gonna impact you even more. So right now, if the ads are basically playing on the videos, and let's say they put somebody is reviewing the toy, right? And they put ads kind of directed towards toys, right? So obviously the ads are more, how to say, sophisticated. They very direct. If the video is about kids' toys, right? So it would only make sense that the ads are playing for kids' toys, not for buying a car or hair dryer and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But now, since this is gonna be changed, those personal ads are not gonna be running, meaning it's gonna be only general ads, because YouTube is not gonna collect that data and it's basically not gonna share it with the ads. Like I'm saying, the ads are not gonna be personalized, so it's gonna be just general ads. Obviously, then the companies are gonna lose money because they're not gonna put advertisement the correct way, and the ads for them are not gonna be so effective. Therefore, people who have kids channels are gonna lose a lot of revenue, a lot of basically, money from ads, because the ads are not very direct. They basically don't target the audience properly, and therefore they're gonna lose money, including, for example, we have a channel. Obviously, I'm helping my son to develop the channel, and that's gonna impact that. Even though we almost don't make any money, but I know 100% this is gonna have drastic impact on our channel, right? So this is second change. Number 3, and also very, very important. Actually, this is the worst of them all. This change, for me personally, is the worst. Features like comments and notification will no longer be available on videos made for kids. Drastic. Why is it drastic, you say? Well, because features like comments and notifications. Number 1, they're gonna disable all the comments. It's not gonna be no longer if the parent approves the comments, stuff like that. All the comments on kids' content are gonna be disabled. So your audience is not gonna be able to comment. I'm not sure with likes. I think likes too. They're not gonna be able to like and stuff like that. But specifically, they're not gonna be able to comment. And worst of all, your audience, if you have kids channel, nobody will receive notifications no more. So when you post a video, they will no longer receive notifications. Even if they sign up, even if they put the bell for notifications, no longer they will receive notifications. And for small channels, that's really bad. And I'm not saying, by the way, YouTube is doing something wrong in here. YouTube is trying to protect the children. But from this perspective of creator, we create content with my son. This is actually, I know this is gonna impact our channel, and most likely your channels, guys, too, if you have children's content, kids content. Anything that is targeted, I don't like this word too much, but yeah, if your audience is under 13 and most of the people who watch your channel are under 13 years old, then basically those channels are gonna have drastic impact. So no more notifications, no more comments, and basically your audience is not gonna be able to tell you if they like the video, if they don't, what videos they should watch next, and stuff like that. This is gonna be really bad. Even for big channels, this is gonna have drastic impact, but especially for small channels. Some channels are gonna probably have such a drastic impact in views and subscribers and everything else that they're gonna probably shut down. And hopefully you guys, can survive this impact. I don't know how to be positive about it, because nobody really knows how these changes are gonna affect anyone. But I know YouTube for kids channels is gonna be extremely hard from this point on. And then last but not least, creators will have to verify content made for kids, and will additionally find videos in this category using machine learning. Okay, so additionally, if your video, let's say you have gaming video or some toys review or some vlogging family channel, but there is content like funny stuff for kids, you're gonna have to personally identify this content for YouTube. So basically, I'm not sure how that's gonna be done. Most likely it's gonna be some kind of checkbox, or maybe some question. is this video for kids under 13? I don't know exactly how that's gonna work, but basically for probably every video, you're gonna have to verify that the the content is not for children under 13, or it is. And additionally, they're gonna use machine learning. So even if you try to hide the video, and even if you say, oh, I'm not gonna tell them, right? Like, that's not gonna work, because number one, YouTube's algorithm and machine learning is so sophisticated that after a couple of videos, they already gonna know that the kids is watching your videos. There is no hiding from it, right? So basically, it's not that you can be like, oh, I'm just gonna pretend that this content is for adults. No, that's not gonna work, because if most of the kids are watching the videos, they're gonna know right away that this is the category of videos for kids. So I would not even suggest that you try to hide it. But then they're gonna use machine learning, and even if you try to hide it, then basically, number one, that might kind of violate some community guidelines again. I don't know about that, but for most part, basically they're gonna still know that this content is made for kids. So these changes are drastic. I also added the other part of the article. Hopefully is in the description, because it was like a short link. I'm not sure if it works, but basically this is from YouTube tweet. So here's my couple of ideas how you can survive this change. There is gonna be parts of it that there is not much you can do about it, but there is also a couple of parts that you can actually do something about it. And here, let's go to the positive side, okay? So this one, we will treat data from anyone watching children's content on YouTube as coming from a child. Not much you can do about it, because, well, yeah, you can, but basically you will have to change your content. So even you have kids channels, you will have to pretty much kind of make it more into the adult channel. Obviously, you're not gonna do that. If your child is playing games, or have some toys review and stuff like that, what are you gonna do with that channel? You're not just gonna be talking about politics, like, jokes aside, but you know what I mean. So there is not much you can really do about it, and I wouldn't even suggest anything basically to change. If you have to do on YouTube, I always say the same thing: stuff that you like to do, stuff that you're actually passionate about. So changing the content just because it doesn't work, there is new policy, I wouldn't personally do it, and my son is not gonna do it for sure. And anyway, you don't want your content to be like kind of fake, just faking it just to make it. So basically, I would say in this category, the first point, I wouldn't change anything. Just continue your content and stuff like that. Now, personal ads will stop running on content made for kids. So basically, this is where you actually make some little money from YouTube, right? There is not much you can do about it that way either, at least for AdSense revenue, but you can basically, do it different way. Basically, maybe, if you have, depending on size of your channel, maybe instead of like having ads, maybe the ads are gonna basically not pay anything at all. So instead of having ads, maybe, you're gonna try to find sponsors, or basically even better yet, if you can have some platform for donations, you can basically tell your audience, look, I'm not running ads no more. Ads don't pay anything, but if you wanna really support my channel, basically here's a way to donate, right? So you're not gonna even run ads. If they're gonna pay zero, a cent per video, like, what's the point? It's pointless. So basically, I know the ads revenue is gonna go down. How much is gonna go down, I don't know. But comparing to like really personalized ads, this is gonna be like bucket in the change. If you make very low money right now from YouTube, then that's gonna be even worse. And even if you make some decent money from YouTube, some little income you have, or part-time income, that's gonna drastically change. I'm talking obviously about kids channels. So you're gonna have to look into some different ways to do it. You can pretty much take out the ads, at some point, and maybe, have donations and stuff like that. Because to tell you the truth, even right now, from the ads, you get $1 to $2 per 1,000 views on average. Yes, there's also videos that make $3 to $4 per video. I'm sorry, my bad. Per 1,000 views, but usually it's between $1 and $2, especially in beginning channel when you're learning. So if they're gonna reduce it to like 5 cents per thousand views, how many thousands of views you need to actually have this ad revenue? So you're gonna have to probably look some other way. Sponsorships, maybe donations and stuff like that. But also I will talk about donations in a second, because this is something that kind of bothers me with other 2 points. But find some other way, because the revenue might just drop all the way to the floor. We don't know yet. Nobody knows. Nobody can tell you exactly. Even the big YouTubers, they know more than us, obviously. But nobody can actually predict it 100% what's going to happen. And that's just the whole truth. And now, features like comments and notifications will no longer be available on videos made for kids. Okay, so this one you can do a lot. This one you can do actually a lot to basically don't just stop your channel in the tracks. Here is how you do it. So features like comments. So let's go from comments first. Features like comments and notifications will no longer be available. Okay, so comments first. Yes, basically people are not going to be able, kids generally, are not going to be able to comment on your channel if your content is for kids. So that's going to be disabled. But you can anytime, you can basically have different social platform. Let's say you open some Instagram, obviously if you have kids channel with your parents' permission, of course. But open some Instagram and maybe tell people in the video, if you wanna suggest a video, or what did you think about the video, or if you need any help with that tutorial and stuff like that, basically comment on my Instagram. And yes, it's gonna be way more difficult, way less people is gonna actually do that. But if somebody is your real supporter and they wanna have impact on your channel, they're gonna go to this different social platform and they're gonna say like, oh, this video was really cool and stuff like that, right? So that's number one. Maybe they can comment on social platform, on different social platform than YouTube, and you can kind of go around it, at least in the way that, they're still gonna have impact on your channel. They're gonna comment, and then I say, oh my God, I feel, bad for you because I can't comment on YouTube, but here I am, and the video was awesome and stuff like that. So that's number one. Notifications, another one. No, YouTube will not send any notifications. So the way to go around that is actually, you're still gonna lose viewers. There is not even single doubt about that. But what I would suggest to do, and probably start it right now, don't wait until last second, until 4 months from now. It's gonna be like January and do it that time, because it's too late that time. Start soon or right now. Make a schedule. Make the steady schedule and keep telling your viewers, for example, every day or whatever, 2-3 times a week, tell them the days. Don't say 2-3 times a week. Tell them, for example, I upload content Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 7 p.m. That's the only example. That way your audience is gonna know. Even if they don't get notifications, your content is coming at 7 p.m. This is extremely important. It was always important, but right now, that's your only way to survive. Because they're not gonna get any notification. If you don't post the content at the same time, they're gonna enter your channel a couple of times. They don't know when your video is coming. This is actually gonna damage your channel drastically. If you don't have schedule starting right now, or starting a month or two from now, your audience sooner or later is not gonna know when you have videos, because notifications are not coming, guys. This is not a joke. They're gonna block all the notifications from kids' content. So your only way to survive is basically to have schedule and make that schedule very, very clear. Always tell your audience, look, the notifications are going out. Like, there's not gonna be no more notifications from my channel coming in 2 or 3 months or whatever time it's coming. So if you wanna watch my videos and you wanna be supportive, basically make sure check videos these days at this time. Keep saying it in a bunch of videos. Don't just say it in one video, because sometimes the audience from yesterday doesn't watch your video from today. Say it in a lot of different videos. I'm not saying say it in every video, because it might become like annoying. But every couple of videos, don't be afraid, say it. Just say it. Guys, YouTube changes are coming. So right now my schedule is gonna be A, B, and C. Make it very direct and straightforward. So your audience, even though you don't have schedule, they don't have notification, but they're gonna know this video is coming or stream, and they're gonna basically enter that time. They're not gonna be notified. You're gonna stream and nothing will show up on their phone. Nothing. As if you didn't stream at all. That's your only way to survive this change. This is, I think, the biggest change of them all. Because ads revenue, okay, that's gonna be bad too, but there's other ways to get little money from YouTube, indirect ways. So that's kind of so obviously, if you have beginning channel and you don't have sponsorships, you count on the money, and that's pretty bad what's happening. But we wanna also protect kids' privacy and stuff like that. So kind of understand where they're coming from, right? They just don't wanna basically target kids with advertisement. That's the bottom line. But the notifications and comments, that's something that is gonna impact channels, whether you are monetized, whether you're not monetized. So take the steps today and basically, like I said, make the schedule. I always said make the schedule, but this time, this is the last chance for your channel to survive. If you're not gonna have schedule and your audience is not gonna know where your videos are coming, your channel is gonna wipe out. I'm sorry to say this, but for most people, that's gonna be basically make it or break it. There's not gonna be anything between. It's not gonna be like, oh, you're gonna lose 10% of views and you're fine. No. If you don't inform your audience about the content you're producing, when is the date and time, starting right now or a month from now or two, the moment that this change is gonna take effect, they will no longer receive notification, and only maybe 10% of your audience is gonna watch the content because they're not gonna know the video is posted. So guys, think about it, please. Take care of this, make these steps, and so you can survive. And this other change, creators will have to identify content made for kids. That's similar to the first point. You're not gonna be able pretty much to do much about it, because you have to tell YouTube that this change, basically this content is for kids. So I wouldn't even suggest to lie to YouTube and just hide it. They're gonna know anyway. It's just be honest, and that's my advice. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I know this was intended as a stream. Obviously everybody is in school and work and stuff like that, so that's fine. Hopefully these ideas help you somehow. Please tell me what you think about this video and in the comments down below. And I see you next time. Building YouTube is hard as it is, and these changes are definitely not gonna help you to build your YouTube channel. Protecting kids' privacy is extremely important to all of us, especially people who have children or children themselves. And so YouTube had to do this. Like I said, they were fined $170 million, and they have to make these changes, so they're not gonna have fines every couple of weeks or what have you. So I understand YouTube's perspective also. YouTube is still a great platform. They have to adapt these changes, so they're gonna actually survive as well themselves as a business, and as this awesome platform. I absolutely love YouTube, but guys, take this into consideration and basically make those changes. Thank you so much for watching. I didn't want to do this video because I just posted a negative video 2 days ago or whatever time, and posting another negative video is really something I don't want to do. So that's why I want to just do it today. And I feel like kind of obligated to tell you guys these changes. You probably already know this, but if you didn't, then hopefully I can show you these changes. And read the rest of the article is on the bottom, or go to YouTube tweet, this tweet right here that is showing on the corner of the screen. And you can actually check the YouTube. Just go to Twitter and check the YouTube tweet, and you can follow all the stuff that is in there. Plus click this additional link on the bottom. This one that it says like YouTube, big like YouTube icon. So click that if you're on Twitter. Thank you for watching, and I see you guys next time. Bye.